Hey, so today I was going to talk about appreciation and opportunity. I just wanted to start out with a story. Now, the story starts 38 years ago in Massachusetts. It involves a man named Fred Clay. Fred Clay, in 1979, when he was 16 years old, he was arrested for murder of a cab driver. They did not have very sufficient evidence, but due to a witness testimony, he was able to get convicted to life without parole, never being able to release from prison. So recently, due to the Innocence Program, Fred Clay was acquitted of the murder charges and he was released from prison. After being released and having 17 months of struggling to make ends meet because he just spent 38 years in prison, he was awarded a $1 million settlement. Now, he was in prison, like I said, for 36 years. He gets $1 million. Now, the math of that would come out to about $26,000 per year. That's less than your average person is making in their career. Anyway, for him to be completely locked up, away from his friends, away from his family, away from his future, he basically lost his entire life to come out to get a $1 million settlement now that he's 53 years old. Now, that is not very much money when you do that math, obviously. You make $26K a year, you'd rather make $26K a year and have your freedom, have your opportunity, and not be locked down for 24 hours a day. I know people that make 40, 50K a year and they have these freedoms that are always complaining about something and they can't seem to enjoy their lives. So if we think about things like events that have occurred in other people's lives, such as Fred Clay, we can understand why us and other people should be a little more appreciative of the things that are around us and a little more grateful for the opportunities that we have. We have our freedom. And as you can see from that math, from the $1 million divided into 26K per year, which it comes out to after he spent the 38 years in prison rather, that is not much of an opportunity for him. He's already lost his entire life to come out and get that amount of money. Now, we have our freedom, and we take that for granted every single day. We don't pay attention to our opportunities, our freedom, our abilities to be able to get a new job, to get a new education, to learn at a new school, to build and to grow. We should take advantage of these significant opportunities around us to grow, to become better people, to learn, and to treat others well, to make new friendships and things of that nature. We should strive and prosper to really be all that we can be. We should be giving, we should be learning, and we should be having fun every day. We should be enjoying life and learning and growing and becoming better people. We can gain new education. We can find opportunities all around us. Now, it's not just Fred Clay that's been convicted of something that he was completely innocent of. The Innocence Program is working to figure out all of these different crimes and find out who's guilty and who's innocent. Now, the innocent people, obviously, they help with a lawyer and things of that nature, and they get them released because nobody deserves to be incarcerated for a crime that they did not commit. And Fred Clay is just a perfect example for that. And Fred Clay was clearly innocent, as proven, because not only did he get released when he had no parole, no chance of parole, according to his prior conviction, but he was also awarded $1 million because of how neglectful they were and how little evidence they were. This is 1979, and they're locking up a man and releasing him in, 2019. It's ridiculous. Now, like I said, that's something that we can think about every day. Freedom, opportunity, being able to choose a job, choose the people we want to be around, choose the place that we want to live in, being able to wake up every day and choose our direction. Maybe we want to live in a different state. Maybe we want to go to a different school. Maybe we want to even visit different countries, travel. We have the opportunity to pick our religion, pick the people that, we want to try to be with, and things like that. Fred Clay lost all that. He lost everything. And I know that if people out there had a situation like Fred Clay, or were in a similar situation, they would realize how foolish some of the things that we say and we think truly are. The way that we act, in this world, for example, there's many people that don't have a car, but the people that do have a car spend almost every day, and I'm not talking about all people, but some people spend every single day complaining and being down on the traffic. But yet they have a car that has gasoline that gets them to work, and they don't think that way. So what I'm saying is, in the mind, we can control the way that we think, the way that we look at everything. People are reprogramming their minds the incorrect way. But what we can do is we can rewire that way that we think, that way that we look at things. Because in our negative thinking and reprogramming our mind, we are reprogramming our mind to be upset in certain situations. So if we go out into traffic and we're upset, we get upset about the road rage, it almost programs your mind on a regular basis to be upset automatically anytime you're in traffic. And mostly this ends up ruining the rest of your day, or it has a negative effect on the rest of your day. So what we want to do is try to notice the other positive things. We can create positive experiences from situations that we might not necessarily want to be in. Also, there's a lot of other things that we can be grateful that a lot of people take for granted as well. For example, in this world, there's about 2.1 billion people out there that don't have clean drinking water. And out of, I'd say, probably 265 million of them, just to get their dirty water, they have to commute by foot with buckets to go to a dirty lake or something like that, where the water is filled with parasites, to collect water and then come back. So it's about an hour of their time to go and get water that isn't even clean. And in these similar places like Africa, for example, you have millions of kids just dying from all different things, from dying from diseases. They're kids. They never got a chance to grow. They never got a chance to go to school. They never got a chance for opportunity and to become successful people and live where they want to be, or live where they want to live and go where they want to go and do what they want to do. They never got the opportunity to try to become, doctors or firemen, or own a business or something like that. It's something that a lot of us tend to take for granted, that we're even here. There's so many people that have not made it to where we are right now, to be alive at our ages. Fred Clay, he's basically starting his life at 53. He was arrested at 16. Then you have 2.1 billion people that don't have clean water. You have 360 kids out of the people that don't have clean water, 360 100,000 kids that are under 5 that are dying because they don't have that clean water. You have the people travel, 265 million people around traveling to get the water 30 minutes by foot. We turn on our taps. It takes a second. We turn on our taps, we get water, you know? So again, we have to learn to appreciate all of the things that are around us to be happy. If you can't be grateful and you can't be appreciative, don't tell yourself that getting $1 million, getting $100,000, getting $100,000 a year even career is going to make you happy. It's not. If you're programmed to be negative, you're going to continue to be negative. We need to worry about reprogramming ourselves, learning new techniques of treating the world and being better people, giving to people, and appreciating the things that we have. You have to learn to appreciate every little thing if any major thing is going to make you happy. If I don't appreciate the fact that I can get on the internet, even if it's on a lousy computer, how am I going to appreciate having a brand new computer when there's always going to be a better computer out there than the one that I end up with anyway? If I want to sit there and be negative about things, I can be negative all day, but I choose to actually be positive and be happy. And from being positive and being happy, it ends up trickling down in my life and creating more happiness, creating better things. The reason I have so much is just because of my simple gratitude, just because I can be grateful with so very little, you know? I can just be grateful that my clothes are clean, that I can take a hot shower, that I have privacy. You know, the many people that are in Africa and different villages, they don't have the luxury of even having their own bathroom in their own home. They share that with the neighbor's hut. You know, the two huts have the same bathroom, if they're fortunate enough. And if we're talking about certain places in India, they don't even have indoor plumbing. They have an outhouse they go to, and they use that out. And it's dirty, and it's disgusting, and it's unsanitary. Then there's all these people, they don't have health care, they don't have doctors, they don't have dental, they lose their teeth, they can't eat at night, they're all skin and bones, they don't have food. Then the people complain over here. They complain because they can't afford to go to a fancy restaurant while they have food in their fridge. It doesn't make sense. We need to learn to be rational and to start making more sense in our minds, to train our brains to actually consider all of the luxuries that we truly have. Because there are many, many things that we have that are extreme advantages, and we should appreciate them virtually every day. I'm not saying that we have to think about them every single day, because that would not be possible. You know, but subconsciously, we need to be aware of our gratitude. Consciously, of course, we can only pay attention to so many things per day. But we should take at least a moment to think about the things that we're grateful for. And when we do that, we pull some of those things out of our subconscious mind to appreciate them. You know, and I've been using some simple examples like water and everything like that. Just because most of the people that watch this video also have those luxuries, you know. But, you know, being able to have a comfortable bed to sleep on, you know, having a door that locks at night, having a roof over my head, having heat and air conditioning, even just a ceiling fan, you know, having 4 walls on my house. You know, having the ability to actually go out and apply for jobs because jobs exist. Other places, jobs don't exist. You can't even apply for them because they're not there. So think about your appreciation today and think about your opportunities today. Take a moment to be happy about those. you know? And if you do that, you know, the other better things that you're looking for in life, they're going to come to you. The most successful people out there are the grateful ones. The negative people are the ones that don't appreciate anything, they don't get anywhere, and people don't even want to deal with them, do business with them. People don't want to sit around and hang out at your pity party. When you have a pity party, you're the only person that shows up. People might care and they might not care. But if you have a pity party, it's a lonely party because you're the only one that's there. And nobody wants to hear about every little problem and every little complaint. There's bigger problems in the world, and you got to appreciate that you're eating every day, and that you wake up every day, and that you're clean every day, and that you're healthy. You know, think about the big, most important things. Without your health, you're not getting anywhere. You know, nobody gets out of this world alive. We're all going to die someday. So we need to learn how to be happy and how to appreciate all of these great opportunities and luxuries that we have. So again, think about that today. And thanks so much for watching my video. Thanks so much for, you know, taking the time to listen to the things I have to say and to learn from some of the stories that I shared with you today. Watch some more of my videos in the future, and have a great one.